Hey folks, time for the Mike North 30 in 5. 30 minutes worth of news in 5 minutes, brought to us by the fine folks at the Village of Rosemont. Don't forget, starting Monday, we will also have a 30 in 5, half hour and 5 minutes on WIND. Go to their website. It's 560 WIND. We'll get the full thing. We'll put it up tomorrow. Maybe Corey will put it up. The official website. I should know that before we go on the air on Monday. But WIND, Jeff Reisman, Marcus Jordan, Chuck Barham, all the great people over there, been done a tremendous job. We've worked very hard in the last month to get this done. Thank God, I tell Corey about this all the time. We can't afford to lose anybody. Corey, BB, myself, as we're putting all these things together. Some of our other workers, Josephine, Aha, all the people that do a tremendous job on North to North. So imagine, and I've been telling Corey about this, nobody at Apple saw this 5 years ago. Steve Jobs doesn't have enough energy now, and that's the beginning of the end, I'm afraid. He's fought the good fight. We saw what happened to Jim Tyree, a great guy from Mesereau at 54 years of age. He had the same type of situation and held on. With advanced medicine, it's easier to go to. But, you know, Tim Cook is going to be taking over. Now, what do you think Steve Jobs has been doing? Everybody acts like Tim Cook is going to wait for Steve Jobs to move on to the afterlife, and then he's going to start getting prepared. They're prepared already. If I know Steve Jobs, like I think I know Steve Jobs, I don't know him, but I know about entrepreneurialism. He's the greatest of all time. Steve Jobs and Tim Cook been sitting for 6 months. So when this inevitable day happens, and hopefully it doesn't, hopefully there's a miracle somewhere, then they'll come out with new products. I guarantee you they'll come out with 3 new products after Steve Jobs is gone. They'll come out with them one at a time. They don't wait. If they got something new, this is what makes Steve Jobs Steve Jobs. Well, we just invented that thing a month ago. I don't care. This is the new thing. He didn't wait and say, I got this, I got that. Now, sometimes he was calculated. Other times he wasn't. They are the #1 company in this country. They passed ExxonMobil, an oil company. Think about that. And think about the number of people he put to work in this country. You know what the unemployment would be in this country without Steve Jobs? Obama should go see him at the hospital every day, okay? And everybody else, anybody that's a former president goes, because that's been one of our main job sources. So, Steve Jobs, I'm rooting for you. Don't know you. I understand what you've done. Of course, we do it at such a tiny little scale, and you're like the Empire State Building, even higher, of entrepreneurs. So I respect you. I hope everything works out. I know you got everything in place. You're no dummy. Believe me when I tell you this. Goshen College of Indiana, going to replace the national anthem with America the Beautiful. Now, most people would say, you know what? Why? And most people think I'm mad about this. No, I'm not mad about this, because Goshen College in Indiana, or Goshen, I don't know the correct deal, is basically a pacifist college. If I go there, I'm the toughest guy at the school. There's nobody can take me on. I'll walk in there like Andrew Dice Clay, hey, with the cigarette. They're pacifists, so that's fine. America the Beautiful. They go, we don't like the way that war is brought into the national anthem. I will tell these young men this, and young ladies. If there's no World War I, World War II, you're not at Goshen. You're speaking German. Okay? So sometimes war's got to be put in, and sometimes it's got to be brought up in songs. That's just the way it is. But that being said, I have no problem with what you're doing. Well, they expected 405,000 new first job unemployment claims. So imagine President Obama getting up this morning and seeing 417,000 first new jobs. This is a disaster waiting to happen. The unemployment numbers are going to be going up. This is a one-term president, ladies and gentlemen, unless they can do a miraculous recovery and turn it around. I've seen nothing. He's going to have a new jobs plan coming up shortly. I've seen nothing to suggest that he'll just rearrange the deck chairs. He will rearrange the deck chairs, come out with the same plan, and try to do that. They took off $10.5 billion of regulatory stuff that they have small businesses do, but they added 9.5. Why would you take away 10.5 and add 9.5? It's not looking good for the president right now. Glenn Campbell's the guitar player on that song. Viva Las Vegas, Beach Boys, okay? Sinatra, Strangers in the Night. Every guitar player in the world knows Glenn Campbell played in all those sessions. He played with Sinatra, played with Presley, played with the Beach Boys. Now the guy's got dementia like Pat Summitt had yesterday, and she's going to have forever now, and he's out on tour. He's starting to forget his lyrics, but what a great career this guy has had. Paul Konerko, ladies and gentlemen, has 2,000 hits. He says, quite frankly, how did Pete Rose get 4,000? And how did Derek Jeter get 1,000? That's how tough it is. Congratulations to Paul Konerko. Roy Williams has been demoted. He was given the job coming in. Big mistake by the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first. Today's weather, absolutely outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. You've been listening to the 30 and 5 here on northtonorth.com. Be ready for WIND on Monday. I'm Mike North. Brought to you by Rosemont. From the 9th largest convention center to restaurants to theaters, sports venues, and hotels. 5 minutes from O'Hare, you got it all here. Rosemont, you can't miss it.